Hi, I'm John. Professional, to teach you how to cook things unprofessionally. It's called Cooking Cartoons. And this is Newt, my assistant. Okay. Have you ever seen something animated and then you were like, I want to eat that? Have you ever seen something animated and you're like, I want to have sex with that? This isn't that. But, good on you. Who are you? Where am I?
You're in the gay kitchen.
The kitchen?
Yeah, where you get them. Get them in the kitchen. What are you cooking?
Today we are going to be making a dish from Porco Rosso, probably my favorite Miyazaki film. Miyazaki being the director, one of the most fabled directors of Japanese animated films.
Sorry, I burped.
Porco Rosso is a film with the protagonist cursed due to battling aspects of self-doubt and depression. The baggage and inner conflict causes him to become a pig, something director Miyazaki believed all men became when they were middle-aged. I have a soft spot for planes, sky pirates, and strong female characters. If you haven't seen it, I would highly suggest it. It is my favorite of his movies and showcases everything Miyazaki loved. Italy, aviation, pigs, water, food. The dish we are cooking is from the Cafe Adriano, a restaurant on an island owned by Gina. The dish has some sort of pinkish white fish on it, though for true accuracy we have to find some sort of fish from the Adriatic Sea, none of which are around North America. To sort of match the likely indigenous freshwater fish cooked here, we are using salmon that is abundant in the Pacific Northwest where I am. Sorry for the inaccuracy. You can tell we're very professional. The sauce could be one of two, either a hollandaise or a bechamel sauce. We're doing the white sauce for this one, as hollandaise tastes a lot like egg, and Marshall doesn't like eggs. Otherwise, they are carrots, likely glazed for extra tastiness, and white wine. Most likely a Pinot Gris. A pig's gotta fly.
No, I turn again, but like a model. There we go.
Oh, I didn't see you there. What are you doing in my house? Why do you live in my fridge?
Yes.
So this is boiling water. It's really fascinating and incredibly hard to do.
It's a delicacy in France, I'm sure.
I'm just gonna kind of just put a few in there and let it boil. Then right here we have some melted butter, a little bit of salt,
Another French delicacy.
and then you put in some brown sugar. And this is going to be the glaze. This is going to be what all those carrots are going to be coated in, so it needs to be kind of thick, kind of like molasses.
Oh, potatoes and molasses. Glazes. You molasses glazes.
You can see the bubbliness, strudel simmering. You can tell it really easily. And at this point, it's done. So you turn that off. And nice goop. You got goop. You made the goop, kids.
You can eat boiled carrots even if you're a baby. You can mash them up. Even babies can do it.
If you're a baby,
Like, comment, subscribe.
So you drain the carrots, don't put the water in there, and you just start mixing it inside of your glaze here. You can see that they're already becoming all kind of malty.
Now they kind of look like hot dogs.
They're tiny wieners. I wonder if after Porco turned into a pig, you decided to ever eat pork.
Oh man, that'd be
Because pork is
fucked up.
all over the Mediterranean area. Like, you know, Romans, they love pork. It's Italy. So they're like, well, now I'm a pig.
Well, also, like, is he still part human though? Because like we never see. Does he have a tail?
No, yeah, you don't see anything else. It's just
Right?
his face.
And he still has human hands.
Yeah, he's so.
So-
It just reminded me of that deer gif with the taking off the gloves.
Oh, yeah.
He's got human hands.
Porco takes off his gloves. He's got little hooves.
Yeah, no, he's completely human. It's just the way that he looks and is portrayed towards others is that he's a pig, and that's how he believes himself to be portrayed, and that's so.
So it would
he's a
only
pig.
be cannibalism while the meat was in his mouth. Once he swallowed it, it's in his human body.
Or, I mean, just don't eat a pig face, maybe? Eat anything but pig face. If you're a pig, please tell us what your thoughts are about cannibalism of eating pork.
We need to know.
All right, so now to start on the bechamel
Bechamel
sauce. You take your butter and we're just gonna melt it in a pan, and we're gonna cook some onions, a little bit of garlic in there. You don't have to do this for any kind of white sauce, but we're going to do it for this one because specifically the one in Porco Rosso seems to have some chunkiness to it, some stuff in it. I also have a bay leaf. You can put nutmeg in there. I'm not the hugest nutmeg person, but that's a pretty traditional thing as well. And also you got flour. We got butter, it's going. You're gonna add your onions, your garlic. You can add a little bit of spice just to kind of taste it up. Oregano, marjoram, thyme, rosemary, and sage.
Sounds good.
Smells like Italians. Don't kill Italians to put inside of your food. You got onions. They're a little bit cooked, slightly translucent. You can cook them more if you want. I don't like to overcook the onions. So get yourself a whisk. If you don't have a whisk,
Start a band.
if you don't have a whisk, you can use a fork. It's fine. You're gonna start adding your tablespoons of flour. When that's going, you want to get your milk, but you want hot milk. It makes it so it mixes together better. And you want it to boil, you really do, because if it doesn't boil, you're going to end up with a lot of chunks of flour in there. It's not good. So this is salmon, in case you weren't familiar with salmon. To do this, we're going to be doing a sear, and then we're going to be baking it to finish it up. Some salt, pepper, lemon, and just a bit of butter to keep it moist. And there's a lot of different ways that you can do all this, but the main rule is that you just don't really want to overcook things. So we're going to put this in. Why didn't you tell me my hair was coming undone?
I thought it was cute. I like it when you have your hair down.
But you might get in the food.
The sacrifice we'll have to make.
The music is me. Is playing in the background because I think most Hisaishi music from the films and other stuff I'll be doing for cooking cartoons probably going to be copyrighted music. I'll try and circumvent that a little bit by playing it myself on the piano.
Play some air piano.
Once that kind of starts getting a little yellow or golden, then you're done with the sear. It doesn't take very long, just a couple minutes. And you're going to see a lot of pink in the middle, but that's okay because we're going to be transferring it over to the oven for it to finish there. We're going to be transferring this to the oven now. I'm putting a little, some lemons on there. Take this whole thing, you put it in the oven. Wham! Wasn't it amazing? And now with the power of movie magic, you can see all sorts of things and still just wait. Or I could cut to it when I pull it out.
Sorry.
That was Marshall sneezing. It's super exciting. You have no clue what you guys just missed.
You're all welcome. Notice a loaf of bread. Notice a loaf of bread. My lunchbox is a pig, just like Porco Rosso. He looks just like this.
That's not true.
Right? Doesn't he look?
He's got sunglasses. He's got the professional sunglasses.
Future John, edit sunglasses over this pig.
He's also, if you ever see the French version, the French dub, he's voiced by Jean Reno, the guy who plays the professional, and they have the same sunglasses in both of those movies, and it's great. If you have some leftover warm milk, not boiling, but warm milk, and you have a cat, sometimes they like some milk. I wouldn't suggest very much, but maybe if you give some milk, they'll leave you alone for a little bit. And then maybe you can get some work done.
Some days you just gotta have a Star Trek mug with your Star Trek water bottle in your Star Trek kitchen. That's the key to cooking.
Looks like they're done. And looks like you're cute.
Oh. This is not salmon. This is lavender, which I bought at a tea shop. I'm gonna put in these coffee beans in the coffee machine and see if it makes it taste like lavender coffee. I have no idea if it will or not. But then you can have lavender coffee with your salmon.
Then you can have lavender anytime.
Anytime, all the time. Eat it raw. Don't do that. It's not very good. Also, earlier I mentioned drinking out of your Star Trek mug with your Star Trek water bottle in your Star Trek kitchen. You also have to do that with your Star Trek shirt on and your Star Trek tattoo. The only guns I have are the guns on the Enterprise, but she's a beautiful lady, so it's okay. Boop. Boop. Boop.
Oh, Newt's gonna join me. Dude, come on. I got your There you are. Got your little salmon. Newt's gonna join me. Alright. Well, we'll clean that up later. So, this is episode 1 of Cooking Cartoons. Marshall, did you have a good time?
Good time.
You'll have a good time when you start eating, I'm sure. If you have any suggestions of other animated things, cartoons, movies, video games even, but the only rules are it can't be like a cooking show or a cooking movie. It can't be something just completely defined. So it can't be something where they actually say what the recipe is, or even if we could avoid it exactly what the dish is, would be nice. I'll put in some research. I'll try and figure out ways to make it, and also try and figure out ways to make it rather cheap and as simple as I can possibly try and describe it to make. And hopefully it'll turn out okay, and hopefully it's even possible. I'm not a good cook, and if you're not either, then you can hopefully do what I'm doing, because I'm not good at learning. What's English? I don't even know English. I've just been guessing this whole time. I don't even know what.
Cast iron skillet and you grill it and you cast iron skillet.
Oh.
Is that tuna?
He picked it up like a person. Oh.
Is it a toy? Is that what you're wondering?
I mean, she's looking at it. I think she thinks it's a toy. Oh, she got a leaf.